Hello everybody. Let me turn the Wii volume down a bit. Hopefully something like that'll be good. And then let's make sure we have our date and time and everything. So today we are participating in the Legends Animal Crossing GameCube Goldenrod Knockout Tournament. Meaning there's just going to be multiple races. There's 10 of us, and there's going to be multiple races, and the bottom 2 in each race will get knocked out. So you'll move on to the next round if you're not in the bottom 2. And it's going to be a tournament between today and tomorrow. And the top 3 at the end of tomorrow will get some cash prize. So that'll be fun. Who's in my chat? Oh no. Hello. Let's see. June 1st at 9 a.m. Is that what I want? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ping my Discord.
Nintendo.
Might be a bit of a messy start as we're trying to all clamor together and get ready here. And we'll probably start here in just a couple minutes.
Nintendo.
Oh, it looks like the game's actually still really loud. Let me turn it down some more. Legend on his stream has so many screens up, it's crazy. Brum. Is game still loud? It might be, but that's probably about all I'm going to be able to do with it. And maybe it's just going to be the title screen that's a little bit too loud, we'll see. I don't want to turn it down too much more or else then I can't really hear it very well.
Nintendo.
Hopefully something about like that should be okay. Oh yeah, I need to ready up in the race room, I forgot. We have to hope and pray that not only do we get a pond, but, you know, we have a decent river acre. Ideally, the backwards L quick flip acre would be great. And next to a lake would also be great. Sometimes you don't get either of those. Sometimes you don't get a pond, but that's really rare. If you don't get a pond, you can't finish at all. But the chances of that, like I said, are very low. So we'll probably be okay, hopefully. Kind of nervous. I think we'll be all right. Let's see. Firestarks, thank you for the good luck. Thank you for signing up for playtesting as well. We're probably going to set up some playtesting either like late tonight or tomorrow as well. Probably going to be pinging and asking for some feedback on that soon for what we've been working on. Thank you for the good luck, Tono. I don't know why I feel so nervous. It's just Animal Crossing racing, but I feel nervous. Nintendo. I keep checking Discord and the race room to see if there's, you know, any messages I need to be aware of what's going on, but so far... Legend is streaming. Let me unmute his stream and hear him, see if there's anything going on I should know. Lol. I see my stream on his screen, so I think we're okay. He has 9 streams on screen. I think there's 10 runners, so I'm not sure who's missing. I think there's one person who's maybe not streaming. I'm not actually sure though. We were supposed to start at 3 Eastern. A couple minutes behind is fine. Hopefully we will start soon though. Got my town capture software at the ready, aka it's just a screen cap software. But yeah, I think we're probably going to be starting soon. 1, 2, 3, 4 people waiting to ready up. 10 entrants. I guess everybody does have a race time account, so that's great. Yeah, I was hoping to not have too much dead air here, so that, you know, if I upload this to YouTube later, it wouldn't be such a long intro, but that's alright. Probably starting soon. I am on the Legends stream in the bottom left corner, a little bit under his webcam actually. So if you are interested in seeing everybody's stream at once together, it should be in my title. I think I did @legend in my title, and you can click on that, open up his stream as well on a separate tab and see the whole, you know, everybody together at once. See the whole race going on. And Legend is the host. He's gonna be the one doing the cash payout at the end for the top 3 winners. His brother donated a little bit extra as well, so I think first place now gets like $100, second place gets like 50, third place gets like 25, something like that. Some structure similar. Oh, and we are starting. Amazing. All right. Oh boy, I'm nervous. Uh-oh. Bad timing on my end. Go. Started a second late, that's fine. That was because of the auto countdown, and my thing just happened to be, resetting the title screen, so I couldn't really get it going. But, yeah, we are off. Which is great. Excited. Nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I get nervous anytime I'm in a race room, I guess. We're definitely losing time on this first split here just because of that, but it's only going to be a second or two. It's no big deal. Okay, decent mashing. But yeah, we're about 2 seconds behind because of the start thing. Nope, not a big deal. Only a second, actually. We got the paw print shirt. I feel like I typically have okay luck with the paw print shirt. We'll see if that holds up today. We really are dependent on having a good map here to help a lot. But we have to take whatever map we get. This is a race. Can't really reset. You're not allowed to reset unless you don't have a pond. And if it somehow comes to light later on that you did have a pond and did a reset, you would get disqualified. That is one of the rules. Not that anyone would, I guess cheat like that. Even if you did reset to quote-unquote cheat like that, you could just get a worse down on your reset anyway. It's a bit of a gamble-y cheat. But we're about to find out what our town's gonna be in just another minute and a half or something like that. Hopefully we don't have a 3-tier town. Hopefully we have a good river acre. And then definitely, hopefully we have a pond at the very least. Also, ideally, our villagers aren't like too spread out and too far away from Tom Nook's shop, but yeah, we'll see, I guess. Mashing is going okay. Some of it's a little bit slower, but some of it's kind of fast, so just kind of doing it. A5, that's not good. Don't like that. Already off to potentially a really bad start on town layout. Especially if the river's going down A4. Let's see. Oh, it is. But we do have a good river acre. That's good. We just need to see if we have a pond somewhere. This is Anacotti. Wow, this is not an ideal town layout. Oh shoot, the bridge is over here. Not an ideal town layout just because of the awkwardness of the houses. I think I should have gone and got that house on the left first, actually. Yeah, I should probably go back and get that. Wow, this is a weird layout. Ambo. Okay, who is the bull I just talked to? I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember that character's name. Yeah, I should have gone and got this left house and then went over to Hambo and that bull. Oh, there's a pond. Perfect. So we guaranteed to have one pond. Now that I am looking at the map, though, this probably was the correct way. Do Hambo and bull and then Liz. This actually, as weird as it is, that probably actually is correct for this layout. This is a weird town layout, but, you know, we at least guaranteed have one pond. Ideally, we walk into the Nook Acre in a bit, Wolfgang, and find that there is another pond. Just right outside Nook's would be great. It is really unfortunate. Okay, not a pond at the... No pond at the museum, I'm pretty sure. It is really unfortunate that there's a river blocking... Oh, that's actually really bad. I wouldn't doubt if this is the worst... the worst division, like town layout division between Tom Nook and your house, Acre, because wow, he's really isolated with the way that the river just completely blocks him off. That means every time I need to go do a chore, I'm gonna have to run all the way around to get to a bridge. If there were a bridge in A4 or even B4, you know, maybe that wouldn't be so bad, but wow. But, you know, once we finish chores, this is going to be a long and bad chores, but once we finish it, we then do at least have decent River Acre. But man, this chores is going to be so rough. Oops, I didn't mean to do the skirt there. Yeah, I mean, I'm already at 7:15 finishing flowers. Kind of bad. Hambo, okay. Yeah, all of these chores are just gonna be abysmal. Even our lake is kind of annoying. But we have a very good river corner there, actually. Wow, look at this layout. I've never seen such weird, thin cliff sides like this. This is so weird. Like, even right here, getting down to Hambo's house, that's so weird. I think ideally, as long as we don't get the person... If we don't get Liz and Anacotti for chores, that's sort of, you know, best case scenario for what's going to be a bad chores no matter what. As long as we don't get those two are going to be our worst ones. But even getting to having to go deliver the mail is going to be awful. Oh, there's another pond there. That's really good to know, actually. That's better than the Liz pond for sure. But yeah, even having to go deliver the mail is going to be awful because Nook is an A5 and the post office is an A1, and there's a giant freaking river blocking us. Man, I wish this Nook had been in A4. Would have made such a difference. Literally just swap Nook and A4. Oh, Anacotti. Well, that's better than Liz still, but... Yeah, just swap A4 and the Nook shop with the river in A4, and this becomes still bad, but significantly better than what it currently is. Absolutely crazy town layout. But again, once chores is over, shouldn't be too bad. This bridge is always going to be annoying no matter what. There's another pond there. So we have like 3 ponds, which is good to know. Doesn't seem like there's a pond here though. Oh no. How do I change who it goes to? No. I have to go back and get mail. Have to get another letter. Hey Hula, thank you for the good luck. I accidentally clicked on Stu, dude. No. I wonder though, should I have gone ahead and delivered that? Dude, I can't believe I've never misclicked there before. Okay, good. I didn't need to go ahead and deliver it to get another paper. Ugh. This is why you should write it here in case you do mess up, I guess. Oh, that's a nice, at least that was like a minute plus of time loss for what's already going to be. This is going to be like a 20-minute chores, dude. I guarantee I'd put money on betting that I'm going to be the last person out of chores. Okay. Next we need to deliver carpet, and then we need to deliver axe to Anacotti. Then we'll do the bulletin board, and then we'll be done. Yeah, this is going to be a very long chores. So I kind of really need to lean heavily on just luck. I need my very good river corner to absolutely carry me. Hopefully other people's rivers aren't as, or maybe they don't have a river corner, but surely someone does. I mean, there's 10 people running. Oh yeah, I forgot about this as well. We need to go ask someone for a job. We can just ask, who was down here? I don't remember. What's your name? Cupcake. Okay, good. She doesn't have anything. At least, you know, at least we had some luck with that. But man, that letter service. Can't believe I messed that up so badly. I've never done that before. I deliver a carpet cupcake. Okay, that's perfect. That's our fastest chore, which is still not fast because she's 3 acres away, but it's, in this scenario, our most ideal. So I'm going to be delivering her carpet at about the same time that I should have been. Like, by the time I finished letter, I should have been doing this, basically, but I messed up the letter. Alright, now I need to go deliver the axe to Anacotti. I wish it had been Stu, or even Wolfgang. Was it Wolfgang down on the second tier? Cupcake is mean. Yeah, I think she has the what's the personality type called? I call it snooty, but I don't think that's what it's actually called. I forget. But yeah, she's rude. A lot of villagers are rude in this game. That's why people like it more than Oh, I messed up. I need to go right here, actually. There we go. Why people like the GameCube games better than some of the newer ones. Anacody's catchphrase is cannoli. That's funny. Okay. Alright, and then we have to go do the bulletin board. I really wish I could just do the bulletin board first. Because then, you know, it's right next to Anacody's house. But we're going to have to run around this whole river two more times. Once to get to the bulletin board, and then once to get back to Tom Nook's, and then we'll be done with chores. I'm just going to subtract about a minute and a half from my final chores split time for the mail thing and say that's what it should have been. And we're looking at a solid at least like 18 something probably. So it probably should have been like 16, like low 16. Like I should probably be done right now with chores. This is awful. Like I said, I do not doubt I'm going to be the last person out of chores in this race. I kind of want to pull up Legend's stream and see, actually. Everyone... Oh, no, there are some people fishing already, but I'm not one of them. Actually, yeah, everybody's fishing except for me. So yeah, I'm the last one. Okay. Oh, we got like a 17. I'm already plus 5 minutes at the end of chores. That's really sad. Kind of makes me feel a little gutted. But even if I hadn't had the letter mishap, I'd still only be... Even if I didn't have the letter mishap, I'd be like 3.5 minutes behind anyway, still. SJJXJPR BFRB 2 HO XXQZA BM, right? Yep. Yo, Mel, you have not missed much. We are only just now about to start doing some fishing. But thank you for the good luck. And we are going to put on our paw print shirt so that we're not... Maybe we'll stand out a little bit and not be a corporate slave to Tom Nook. Barbell Steed. Yep, I got it. First fish down, and it was a Barbell Steed. This might be another Barbell Steed, but let's just see. Whoops. Okay, whatever. I guess we're not going to find out. Wow, that was a really far sight. For a small bass, too. Last stream I saw you run this game. It has been a while. Not only since I last streamed, but since I last streamed this game, even. Oh, bluegill out of the way is good. Barber steed. Lol. Is that a size 3? So it's probably a bass. Oh, it's a pale chub. So it was a size 2. It looks kind of big. Maybe I'm crazy. This looks like a size 3 though. This should be a bass. Oh right, pond. I almost forgot pond fish. There's our frog. We're already 20 minutes in. Should have a lot more done, but if we get really lucky, we could still get like around 30-ish minute June, which would be nice. That's kind of like a benchmark, but you know, doesn't always work out. Okay, our pond fish are done. We no longer need a pond for the rest of the game. I mean, we could use the pond for a killifish later, but that's really unnecessary. Small bass. Am I even looking for any size 2s anymore? Not really, other than, you know, if I wanted early piranha, perhaps. Which could be this. No, it's a bluegill. I think bluegill also has 360 vision, though. This could be like carp. I probably should just save size 4s for later so that you can get koi potentially, but I also just want to get fish because I don't want this actually. I do want... Wait, is that a size 4 or 5? Okay, that was a 4. It looked a little big to me. I don't need any more size 2s unless I wanted to piranha hunt, but I kind of don't. Thing is, if I have to get to the other side of the lake, that's just not a feasible option whatsoever with this layout. Like, we have a good river corner, but our lake and access around the lake is... yeah, it's rough. We do have a tiny here, though. That could be really good for us. Okay, Popeye. Nice. Was hoping for Guppy. Popeye's still good, though. Oh, there's our... whoa. Our snakehead. I was about to go despawn him, too. Okay, don't choke. Good. Perfect. We're having pretty decent luck, but I do still need that guppy and trout. I probably could try to get guppy in like September or something later, but if this is it, that'd be amazing. This might just be killifish though. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, getting that snakehead there was crazy, especially because it like swam down to me in the river acre. It was weird. I just need the brook trout and guppy though. The fish are probably spawning on the far side of the lake, which really sucks. Hey, there's our gold spot. That's probably my brook trout up there and I can't get it. I would also like a guppy. That'd be really good. Because that's going to be much harder to find than brook trout, which might be right here, maybe? No, that's a bass, unfortunately. If that would have been brook trout, that would have been super good, because then I could have just started acre flipping the river and not have to worry about lake anymore. I wonder how many people are out of June. I only need 2 more fish, but you know, one of them's a 1%er and the other one is just not showing up. Or actually, it's probably, again, it's probably showing up on the far side of the lake, and I just can't get it. That's the really bad part of this layout right now. Because, like, it just sucks. We have a really good corner acre, but, like, I bet you later on we're going to have, like, giant catfish, and it's going to be super far away, you know? Or our Arapaima gonna freaking spawn in the lake, and it's gonna be super far away. Okay, not a piranha. Come on, brook trout. If I could just get the brook trout out of the way, that'd be super helpful right now. But I'm really at the mercy of them spawning not far away. That's a size 2? Yeah. That's a size 2, I think, as well. I don't want it. That's also a size 2. Might be a bluegill. Yeah. I was hoping for piranha, but we're not at 30 minutes yet, though. You know, we could still do alright, actually. Can just catch a brook trout. Be in real good position, man. I know I keep saying that, but... Oh, a tiny... If we get lake guppy, that'd be crazy. But it's probably not. Yeah, killifish. Come on, brook trout. Wait, that was kind of good vision, but I don't think it's a piranha. Because whenever I scared it off, it didn't immediately come back. Someone airplane dropped guppy repellent sabotaging your goldenrod tournament. Honestly, maybe. But the guppy's very rare. It's a 1% chance to spawn, so... This could be it, though. But this also might just be another killifish. Oh, okay, we just need brook trout, dude. And the thing is, I'm sure we've had a brook trout, but it just spawns too far away. We just need brook trout, and we're actually in a really good position. Is that it? That actually might be it up there. I can't tell if that's a size 3 or 4. I think it might be 3. Come on, buddy. I think it's a 3. Oh no, I'm scaring him away. Yeah, that guppy kind of got called into existence. You called it out. Come on. Get a little closer. Dude. The freaking water flow is not helping. Alright, he should be able to see this. He's in a much better position now. He should be able to see this. Come on, brook trout, brook trout. No, freaking bass. Okay. We're only at 30 minutes. I only need one more fish. But this lake is so big. Yeah. This lake is so big. We have such a good river acre, man. Freaking lake. That's why I'm saying, like, we've probably had multiple brook trout spawn. Just can't catch one. And every time I get a size 3 in the lake, it's a stupid bass. Okay, here we go. Come on. Be a brook trout. I think this is it. Yes. Okay, this is actually not a bad June 9 a.m. We had like the worst chores imaginable. But unlike chores where I was the last one done, I actually might not be the last one done with June 9 a.m. Only 14 fish caught though. But by the time we're done with June 3 a.m., we should have minimum 18, probably 19, possibly 20. And that's usually what you like to see is 20. Alright, while this loads, I'm going to pull up his stream. Yeah, it looks like there are some people still in June 9 a.m. or on whatever route they're running, so that's cool. And we just have to focus on river fish here. We can get giant catfish in the lake, but I'm not going to like hard pursue it. Oh wow. I thought that was a size 4, but it was a 3, my bad. Okay, this is our catfish. Not the giant catfish, just catfish. This could be eel, so let's catch it. It is our eel for sure. And then we just have to catch every size 2 fish we find, hoping for angelfish and piranha. Piranha's a little bit easier to check because it has 360 vision. But angelfish is like, you just gotta catch every size 2 and kind of hope and pray. At least that's how I do it, because I don't really super know how to check angelfish. I know it's like kind of slow and floaty on approach, I guess, is what I've heard. But I feel like that happens with even crucian carps and gobies, so... Curious as a cat. Oh shoot, that was a size 2. I really hope that wasn't our angelfish or something. I thought it was a 3, but it wasn't. I realized a little too late. This is a 2? It kind of looks like a 1. I'm just like so off with identifying my fish sizes right now. Yeah, we're already plus 9 minutes though. It's crazy. So much of that was just chores. Barely getting any size 2s though, what the heck. Small bass. This is going to be a big stopper for a lot of people, but it also might be a giant go for some people. Is angelfish and piranha. Specifically angelfish. For some reason I feel like piranha shows up a little more often, but you know, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't think this is, yeah. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that, but I don't think that fish was either of them. This could be goldfish, I think, so I'm still gonna catch it. I think goldfish can still spawn at June 3 a.m. I hope I'm not wrong, but... Oh yes, I'm right! Okay. Well, that is a 1% chance fish out of the way, but it's the wrong 1% chance fish that we need right now, because you can get goldfish in a later split, but we have to get piranha and angelfish right now, so... But, you know, still, we'll take it. We don't have to worry about it later. Which I always kind of prefer it that way. Every time I do a run where I have to actually get goldfish in the August-September split, it's so weird. Because I almost always get it in one of the 2 June splits. So I'm used to doing August and September for just the ocean fish and salmon. And anytime I have to actually go back to the river and get goldfish as well, it's very weird. That's a giant catfish check. Nope. Like I said, I'll maybe peek my head over at the lake on occasion for the giant catfish. It's a 10% chance to spawn, but it's equally 10% chance to spawn in the later July split. So we can optionally get it now, or we'll just wait and get it later when we actually need to. Goby? No. Crucian? Oh, Goby, yeah, I was right. Alright, so minimum we're gonna have 20 fish once we're done with this split, which is what you like to see, 20 or more. I think you can get up to like 22, maybe even, possible fish at this point. But 20 is nice. The first 2 fishing splits and you're halfway done. Okay, this is a size 2, so we want to check it. It's not a piranha. It's not likely to be angelfish either, I think. Yeah. I thought about just pulling it up, scaring it off. I should have. My instinct was correct. Okay, no fish spawn for some reason. Sometimes it does that, I don't really know why. I think you can maybe catch koi here as well, but I mean, somewhat unfortunately, I did already catch all the size 4s that I like need to, so I'm not gonna be koi checking here. That's why I tend to maybe try to hold off on size 4s until like this split or July split. But at the same time, you know, at the very start of the run, you're just gonna catch like any fish you see, so. Another goby. A good time to get out of here would probably be maybe 45 in our current situation. But I have a feeling we're gonna go beyond that. I have a feeling this angelfish in particular is probably gonna be kind of awful. See, the way this small bass just like kind of slowly floated up to the bobber, like I could have believed that was angelfish, you know. I mean, I don't really get it how you're supposed to identify one. That's why I hope I can get angelfish before piranha. Because checking piranha is just much better. I can just cast the bobber behind them or on top of them. If they immediately turn around and see it, then it's a piranha. And if they don't, it's something else, I can just scare it off. This is not it. Just checking for giant catfish on occasion. Crucian. Going into the next split, we also need to hope for rain once we cross over from August to September. If we don't get it, that's okay. It's like a 50-50 chance, I think. And if we don't get it, that's okay. We can have another 50-50 chance in the July split. And if we don't get it then it's just time loss. We have to keep trying a July. Keep going back a year in July and hope for some rain. 50-50 every time. Dude, piranha and angelfish, man, where are they? Got neither of them. They're such menaces, I swear. Like arowana and arapaima are also very much menaces, but I really feel like piranha and angelfish are like underrated in their menace level. So many size 4s, like I hope I'm not scaring away koi fish. I'll never know. I'm not gonna take the time to catch them. I just need to get size 2s. Knowing my luck, I wouldn't doubt if I have scared away a koi fish, because I believe koi is also a 1%, even at this time of year. And we already caught one incorrect 1% with the goldfish, so I wouldn't doubt if we had another. This is not it. Not noted and then noted. Yeah, I had a feeling going into this tournament that this split in particular, June 3 a.m., would be a slog. It always is. Dude, come on. For some reason, my Twitch chat pop-out window, it keeps like automatically scrolling through the top panel for the gifters of all time, gifters of this week, etc. Top clippers, stuff like that. It keeps just scrolling through that automatically, and it keeps just in the corner of my eye getting my attention. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. We're at the 45-minute mark, and we have caught neither of our 1% fish. So that's not very good. Small bass? Oh, goby, okay. We have caught a 1% fish, but not either of the two that we need. This could be it, but I feel like it won't be. Yeah. I don't know if angelfish, does it have like much further vision than a small bass? Like, should I be casting it really far away from them maybe? It's information that I lack. This is not a crucian. Nope, small bass. Plus 12 minutes to PB. It's crazy. BPT is already way past PB as well. Oh, there's our piranha. Okay, good. Now we just need angelfish. And, yeah, that's, I was saying earlier, I was really hoping for angelfish first because checking for piranha is just so much easier. Let's see what Mel said here in a second about the vision. Another piranha? Are you kidding me? 2 piranha in a row? Has poor vision only right in front of him. Really? I feel like that's not true though, from my own experience, but maybe it is true. I can't believe I just caught 2 1% piranhas back to back. It wouldn't be the first time. I was doing a run a few weeks ago where I caught 5 piranhas and no angelfish. One of the piranhas was early. It was in the June 9 a.m. split. And then I caught 4 more in June 3 a.m. And I think maybe a couple of them were in a row just like that as well. That's probably not it. Yeah. Animal Crossing, I'm not sure will 100% disqualify the other games themselves. It depends. Yeah, you do have to check, like, it's specifically the GameCube Animal Crossing that you get the info for, because it can how fish behave and when they spawn and stuff. The same exact fish can be just a little different between games. For example, the coelacanth in this game can only spawn in rain, but in Dobutsu no Mori, which is the N64 version of this game, it can spawn in both rain and snow. But for some reason in this version, doesn't spawn in snow, only the rain. So like that tiny little difference there makes it where you could catch coelacanth in wintertime on N64, but you can't catch it in wintertime on GameCube. So weird little stuff like that can be different. Luckily, I don't think I need any more tinies for the rest of the run, thankfully. So anytime I see those, I can just scare them off. Okay, here's a size 2. It's not a piranha for sure. Probably not angelfish. I'm thinking small bass. I was about to say small bass or goby. Oh my god. I almost scared that off because, wow, that was really scary. So to try to explain what just happened, when the fish did the first bite, my thumb reacted and pressed a button on my controller to catch it. But thankfully, that's why I keep my thumb on the Y button, because the Y button does nothing. It's the A button you have to press to reel it back in. And if I had pressed A on that, I would have scared away the angelfish. I never would have known it was the angelfish, but I would have scared it away, and that would have been so bad. That was an 18-minute June 3 a.m. Alright, so I need boom. Let me look at my town layout. Yeah, I'm gonna... For safety, since this is a tournament, I am gonna go 58 instead of 59. But I probably could do 59 just fine. Yo, Mary. Thank you for the good luck. Or I guess, you know, the let's go. Alright, this is my favorite split of the run, personally. Anacotti is sweeping outside. Where's the... Where am I? Oh, it's still further down. Okay. I thought the ramp was a little bit further up, but it's all the way down on the second to last row. Yeah, this is our jellyfish right here. So I should have done 59 instead of 58. But I'm always a little nervous about that, of course. Now, once it transitions to midnight and becomes September, we're hoping to see rain start falling. But it's not, I mean, it's a 50-50. It's not guaranteed, but it'd be nice. Why are you touching it? Yeah, I'm gonna get stung. Okay, our salmon is not spawning either. Also not getting any size 4 ocean fish, which is not surprising. The jellyfish spawn rate is like 80% or something right now. But this is why I should have done 59 instead of 58, because once it does transition to September midnight, the jellyfish stops spawning, and the other things we need will start spawning. Okay, it's midnight now. Is that a 3? I can't tell. I think it is. I think that was the last jellyfish we'll see. I don't think this is going to be our salmon. It seems a little too far away from the river mouth, but let's try. It is. Okay, good. No rain. That's alright. We can try rain in the next split. Knife job. Nice. Now I just need the red snapper, which is more common than the knife jaw. At least that's how it feels in my experience. I don't know if that's actually statistically true. But I just need the red snapper and we can move on to the next split. So this is going to be a pretty good... If it had rained, it would have been better, because we're still going to be missing coelacanth. I also just missed my red snapper. That's fine. Hopefully this is a red snapper. Dude, what am I doing? I really thought it was gonna bite there. Like, of all fish to be choking on, I guess it's better to be choking on a red snapper than it is, you know, the coelacanth a bit. What is... I can't catch a red snapper! It's such a common, easy ocean fish. What am I doing? Okay, surely this is it. Thank you. We're done with August, September. Move on to July. Hope for rain. If we don't get rain, it's alright. Kind of sucks, but not a big deal. But if you thought the June 3 a.m. split was rough, and it was, it took 18 minutes, the July split can be even worse. Can be. You know, we'll see. On a really good run, and we got no rain, by the way. On a really good run, you would hope for like sub-hour finishing July, but yeah, that's not gonna happen here. We're at 56.5 minutes. Finishing July in 3.5 minutes would probably be the world's fastest July. Dace? Oh, there's no way. Okay. I was like, surely this isn't arowana. It's probably Dace. Like, it had the good vision, but there's no way that's arowana. Lake Wana, dude. Oh my god. Second fish in July. That's so good. That is along with Arapaima, that is like the run killing fish in this split. That's super good. Okay. Rude. Moi. This is gonna be barbell steed or carp. Catfish, okay. I was wrong both times. Dude, that Wana is such a blessing. Because now we don't have to constantly catch size 3s. It's so good. Do I need any size 2s? Yes, I need a sweet fish. As we keep searching for size 4s for the large bass, we could get the koi. That would also be amazing. Angelfish? What? I didn't know that was possible. I just spent all that time at June 3 a.m. for angelfish just to get another one like immediately in July. I did not know that was possible. Okay, that's actually a good backup to know, I guess. That you can catch angelfish in July. I can't believe it wasn't a sweet fish. Like, sweet fish are so common. It's normally the very first thing I catch in July, and I still haven't got one. This is probably it right here, though, surely. This is sweet fish, yeah. What a crazy July this has been. If we get Paima soon, or even if we just pull up a koi, I'm gonna freak out. We do need to get giant catfish, so I do need to check the lake a lot, which sucks. Okay, there's our large bass. So no more size 4s. We're going to have to get koi in February or March. Statistically, slightly better odds to get it in March. But, you know, I'm thinking too far ahead right now. We still have to catch Paima and Coelacanth. We're going to have to stay in July for... That was my Paima, wasn't it? Was that my Paima? Will somebody clip that so I can look at it later? I think I just scared away my Paima. Either that or it was a size 4 that just looked really big. Because I didn't... Like, the Paima is surely too big to not be seen when I acre flip. So I was like, oh, the Paima's not here. Let me just run. And then it scared away something, you know, down there on the bottom that I couldn't quite see. But when it turned to swim away, it looked huge. If that was my Paima, like, oh my god. Surely that was just a size 4. Because if I could have had Arowana and Paima already, oh my god. Yo, James, if I didn't say that already. No giant catfish, it looks like. Ugh, my gut hurts now because I'm kind of scared I did scare away the Paima. Yeah, I think it's the Paima is actually like a size 6. It's the biggest fish in the game. That's why normally when you acre flip, if there's a Paima, like you see it because it takes up like the whole river. So when I didn't see it, I was like, oh, it's not here. But I don't know. Whenever it swam away, I only saw it for a couple frames and it looked huge. Unless I'm just wrong. I'm hoping it was a size 4 that just, I don't know, when it turned it just looked big for some reason. Do need to check lake, like I was saying. Giant catfish is 10% chance. So, you know, that's not too bad, especially compared to 1% that some of these fish have. But in my PB, which is a 106, it took me 7 minutes to find a giant catfish. Meaning if the giant catfish didn't waste so much of my time, I could have had a sub-hour run. Which would be crazy, because only like... At the time, only, I think, 5 people had a sub-hour run. Now I think 6 people do, because Fro Buddy Harry just got a sub-hour a couple days ago. New July knowledge unlocked. I'm definitely going to be checking out these clips later, so thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so glad I don't have to waste time checking all these size 3s, dude. That first try Arowana was such a blessing. That's what happened in my PB too. The first size 3 fish I found, maybe even just the first fish I found, I don't remember. River fish at least. It was an arowana. And then it did take a while for Paima, but I can't be too mad about that because it is also a 1%. But yeah, it was really that giant catfish in my PB that kind of sucked. There it is. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, it's huge. You know it when you see it. Alright, I could try to find giant catfish, but I think we just go advanced time. And we need a day with rain. I'll try a little bit. For giant catfish, but not too much. The thing is, he's probably gonna spawn on the far side of the lake and I'll just never know. I'm gonna give it like another 30 seconds or minute. Because if I could get him now, then whenever I find rain, I only have to get ocean fish. But I have to run back and forth quite a lot. Because they're just, all the fish are spawning far away, it seems, yeah. Give this a little bit more. No, that's not it. The giant catfish is a size 5, so it's also usually pretty obvious when it's spawned in. Like the arapaima is obvious. Another arapaima, wow. 2 1% arapaimas, no 10% giant catfish. And it was a lake paima. I almost wish I had caught it just for the tournament restream to see that I got 2 of them. Lol. Alright, well, at least we saw that. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna do this 3 more times. Maybe not even that many. 1. Nope. 2. 3. Okay. Also, I haven't explained, but the reason I, like, with the lake, when they spawn too far away to even see them, the reason I flip the acre and run really far and then come back is because if you run, oh wait, I'm not done with July. If you run 2/3 of an acre away, and that'll despawn whatever fish was there. So rather than having to scare the fish manually by running by it, you can just despawn it doing that. Alright, we have a 50-50 chance of rain. Let's hope we hit the coin flip. It's impossible to have been size 4. So did I see 3 paimas is what you're telling me? No rain.
Nintendo.
If I could be done by like 110, that'd be amazing, but I think this giant catfish... I mean, really, I think the rain is gonna stop me. The clip frame is darker by the edges. Oh no. Yeah, I'll check it out later. I also have my local recording I could check if I need to. Okay, we got rain, so that's great. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the ocean. We just need to catch a sea bass and a coelacanth. And I always do really bad at catching coelacanths because I get really in my head about it. They are a pretty tough fish to catch. And they're somewhat rare. I mean, they'll show up. They are somewhat rare. And like I said, they only spawn in rain. I do need to catch a sea bass too. I shouldn't scare away everything, I guess. Let's catch this one. This is probably our sea bass. Hopefully our sea bass. Oh, it's a snapper. I have sea bass written as size 3 on my tracker, but I honestly am not sure if that's actually true. Okay, yeah, like that was definitely a size 4, right? Surely my notes are just wrong, I guess? I don't know. It was precisely the fish you needed. It might have been, like I said. This is our coelacanth though, with certainty. Because it's pretty large as you can tell. Bro, it dodged me. Okay, it gave me a nice 5 biter, so that's easy. Alright, now we just need giant catfish out of the lake. I think I'm gonna remain on left side of lake, just because that's also faster access to our house. I do wonder if right side of lake is better for total like visibility and coverage though. But yeah, 10% chance, so here we go, running back and forth a lot until we find it. Until we find it on our side of the lake, that is. But yeah, this run's not going too terribly. You do want like a sub 120. That's looking pretty much impossible at this point. But if we could still get like sub 130, that's probably still not bad for a race setting. The big running back and forth is going to be kind of annoying though. Maybe I should have gone right side of lake. I probably should have. Yeah, probably should have. It just has more coverage. I don't know. The lake is just so wide. Like we got a really bad lake acre. It's just so wide that it's really hard to cover anything. Fish spawn in the middle of it and they're just impossible to get. I could maybe like check these size 4s in the river for a koi, but not really worth my time probably. Just listen to the nice rainy day music. Hopefully the game audio balance is alright. Haven't really had a chance to check it since I started the race. Yeah, I like this particular soundtrack a lot, or this song in it. Very calming, very fitting. There he is for rainy day. Very fitting. Got him. I'm actually gonna save a little time in this split, which is very funny. On to February. Now, I keep talking about koi, but the actual villain of February is stringfish. I don't know who your favorite villager is. There's only one right answer. I don't know. I honestly never really, like, had a favorite... Oh, shoot. I never really had a favorite villager before. Like, I had ones I like a lot and stuff, but, I never had one that always just came to mind as my favorite before I started speedrunning, and now the answer might be Tabby, because she just looks so much like Mocha. I hope that reset I did doesn't cause Resetty to show up, because I mismenued. Yeah, the fish stick t-shirt, exactly, that's why. And her like big cheese and tombstone teeth smile. I love it. Okay, good thing. Resetty does not show up for resetting on the menu there like that. Slight time loss for the mismenu, but thankfully not a big deal. I do really like, what's her name? Tangy, the orange cat. Like, as in the fruit orange. I really like Mitzi, which is another cat. And then growing up, one of my favorite characters that I had in my town, I think his name was Chow. He was like a panda bear, and he had a very, he had like the emperor Chinese themed bedroom. I thought it was really cool. I think there's some wolf characters I like a lot, but none are coming to mind. Alright, so we got both of our size 1 fish immediately out of the way. I said earlier there's no more size 1 fish in the run. I was wrong, I forgot about the February fish. I kind of don't think about them because they're just so easy and common to get that I just don't even care. But now we need to look for koi, and specifically we have to get stringfish before we move on. We can move on without koi and get it in March. It goes from like 1.15% chance to like 1.25% chance in March. Something like that. So it's just slightly better odds of getting it. But stringfish we have to get here, and it's pretty obvious when it spawns in because it's a size 5, so it's very big. But both koi and stringfish are, yeah, about 1% chance to spawn, so we're going to be flipping acres here a lot for a while. In my PB, I had insane luck. I think I got a gold on this split. I got koi and stringfish like back to back. It's super fast. It was like a 3-minute February, maybe, if even that. It was crazy. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Oops. I'm very curious to see where other people are in their run right now. This is probably going to be a large bass, isn't it? Oh no, it's just a barbell steed. I'm gonna pull up Legends stream. I see myself in February. I see 2 other people in February. But I see some people still in probably July, maybe? I'm not sure. It's daytime for them, so they're probably doing a different route. Definitely not everyone is doing this exact splits route that I am, so it's hard to know for sure sometimes. But I think it's moderately safe to say I'm probably not in the bottom 2 right now, despite my god-awful, like, 18-minute chores at the start. I've had some decent luck with fish like that arowana and stuff. Even seeing 3 arapaimas. And this really nice river corner acre is helpful for that too. So I should probably meet my goal for this tournament, which was to not get knocked out in the first round. I'm probably going to do the second round, and then I wouldn't doubt if I lose there. But, I mean, you know, it's RNG. We'll see. Another barbell steed. I just realized I haven't caught a dace, actually. Right? Dace. Did I catch a dace? I don't think I did. So, I'm gonna have to get... I think you can get one in March, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I can even get one now in February. If someone in chat wanna look that up for me on like the Nookopedia, just let me know if Dace is available in February and or March. 4 a.m. That'd be helpful. I'm pretty sure I can get it in March though, from what I remember. Kind of completely forgot about it because in July, since I got that, the first size 3 fish I caught was the arowana. I just never tried to catch another size 3. But if I see one now, I'll try. Like this one right here is a size 3. Could be it. Let's see. Yeah, okay, perfect. We're good. We're good. We got the dace. No worries. I kind of overlooked it because, again, the arowana thing I mentioned, but also because it's down in that miscellaneous category. And I was mostly focusing on the actual month categories. Or sections, or whatever you want to call it there on the tracker. Dace is all year? Okay. That's good to know. So yeah, we're still basically just looking for stringfish primarily, but obviously still gonna try to catch size 4s with a koi as well. Only needs 6 more fish total. 2 of them are 1%ers and the rest are actually pretty easy to get. The excuse me. The large char on the March split, it's a 10% chance to spawn, but it has very, kind of like the coelacanth only spawns in rain, or the salmon only spawns in the river mouth. The large char only spawns in the waterfall, at the bottom of the waterfall, where the water is landing. And it's also very blind. So if you see a size 4 fish at the bottom of the waterfall, and you cast near it and it doesn't see it or reacts, it's the large char. You have to put the bobber like right in front of it. So it's pretty obvious. It's just getting it to spawn, because again, kind of like giant catfish, 10% chance is not bad, but you know, it's still not like that high or anything either. And really the bad thing is that sometimes you get waterfall acres that are just really awkward to work with. I haven't really seen mine. We'll find out later if it's awkward or not. Probably is. Still no koi, still no stringfish. Not getting a sub 130, which is kind of oof. But sub 140 question mark? Oh, koi. Okay, that's great. Only one more, and we didn't have to get that now, like I was saying. So once we get stringfish, the rest of the run's gonna be pretty easy from there on out. It's just getting that stringfish to actually spawn. That's why I like the March split a lot. Usually I go into March needing the koi still, but even then, I still like the March split a lot. It just feels even better when you have no more low percent chance fish to get, like we will in this case. I just really need to not choke when I find the stringfish. Need to not let my nerves get me on it. The only one I came close to choking was the angelfish, when I actually pressed a button on my controller when it didn't bite. But thankfully I didn't press the A button. That's why I keep my thumb on the Y button in case I do that. But even still, I sometimes mess it up. If I can just get sub 130 February, I'd be happy with this run, actually. Because, yeah, stringfish sucks. Yeah, you just get really in your head and you're like, oh, it's definitely about to bite right now. So you like press the button, but it was just a nibble, it didn't actually bite. And then you're screwed. And then you cope. Surely that wasn't the 1% fish I needed. Surely that was just like a small bass or something. But you'll never know. You'll never know. Well, I guess you do know for sure if you choke something like Arapaima, because it's the only size 6 fish in the game. It's the largest one. So you definitely know if you choke that. Or coelacanth. Or stringfish. But for others, you just cope. And much like the Arapaima, the stringfish isn't quite as big as him, but he's still really big, so it's going to be very obvious once he's spawned in. Yeah, I still don't really believe that. That sounds crazy. Like, the Arapaima's so big, he takes up like almost the whole river. If he actually can hide off screen, just off screen down there at the edge, at the bottom there, I'd be surprised, but maybe he did. We just got really lucky and found 2 more Paimas anyway, so it didn't matter. Yeah. I don't know anything, actually, in reality. I hope I can finish this soon, though, because I'm really needing to take a bathroom break. Come on, stringfish. Not even gonna get the sub 130 February, it's starting to look like. That sucks. You know, Tono, you just asked me my favorite villager, but I didn't even think to ask you what's your favorite villager. If you can still hear me. And you can also tell me too, Mel, if you have a favorite. Whether it's in this game or in one of the later ones. Oh, there he is, stringfish. Beautiful. He gave me a 5-biter. I love that. Love that. Okay. Also like Tangy, but in my childhood home on City Folk, I had Punchy, and I always thought he was funny. Yeah, Punchy's pretty popular too. He's a good one. Both Tangy and Punchy are pretty popular. I mean, really, any cat character, right? Kiki is another good cat character. But yeah, those are two good choices for sure. We're almost 30 minutes behind PB, by the way. Starter neighbor, probably because I both like deer and the color blue. Wait, which? What's their name? Alright, we only have to catch 4 more fish, and they're all relatively easy to find. I mean, none of them are 1%ers, so this should be pretty decent, hopefully. And we even got rain, lol. They're also all river fish except for that large char, so I'm just going to be acre flipping again for the time being. Except apparently one is not spawning there, so let's walk away a bit. This is a size 3, so that's probably our rainbow trout. Oh, I wasn't looking at the screen, dude. I'm such a noob. I'm gonna cope and say that was a dace. Cherry? No. Crucian. Bam. I don't remember a character named Bam. I don't really remember that one. If they're in GameCube, I definitely don't remember them. And if it's a later one, I should know, but I just don't. Okay, we need no more size 3s. We do need one more size 1. I keep saying, oh yeah, no more size 1s in the run. But it's because the size 1s remaining are just so easy and common. Like here it is. This is our loach. Fun fact, the loach's like catch text blurb here as a Zelda reference. So that's cool. Never saw Animal Crossing before New Horizons. Oh really? I don't need to catch this actually. I just need a size 2 cherry salmon, which could be this. Let's see. Come on, buddy. I started with this GameCube one, which is the first one, but put first in quotes. Hello? This guy is blind. Technically, the first Animal Crossing was Dobutsu no Mori on N64, but that was Japan only. And that is basically this game, but just a little bit less content and stuff. This game is basically just Dobutsu no Mori, but with like fully fleshed out, like fully actually finished. I think I'm gonna try to waterfall fish from the top here, but which has its benefits for sure. Okay. But there's also benefits to being on the bottom level of the waterfall. I think in this case it might be the right call because it looks like it's kind of a wide waterfall at the bottom and maybe not even accessible on the right side. Somewhat accessible. I think in this For this acre, it's probably correct to do it from the top here. We're just looking for a blind size 4 at the bottom. There's a size like 2 or something at the bottom. We don't want that. This is one benefit of staying at the top, is that if it is like in the upper river, you can go scare it off still. Didn't mean to actually catch that, but 10% chance. Shouldn't take too much to find it, but you know, then again, the giant catfish. Oh, this might be him. I think this is him. He seems kind like another fish probably would have seen that. But he's on the far freaking side. Yeah, I think another fish, even at that sort of distant angle to his face, would see that. So I think this could be our char. It's just really unlucky that he's so far away. And like I said, you do really have to put the bobber like right in front of his face. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's still there. He's just too far right, man. He's also starting to float too far downriver. This might be a lost cause. I might have to despawn him and get a new one. That sucks. Because if I do this, there's no way he's not despawned, right? I walked too far away. Yeah. This is a size 3, I think? Yeah, I think so. Man, if I had been down here, I probably would have been able to catch him. I was just bragging about how good being on the top level is. Okay, that sucks. Could have had sub 140. Now it's starting to look pretty questionable if I can do that or not. And possibly put finishing and not bottom 2 in jeopardy. I don't know how other people are doing, but stupid large char. Okay, this could be him. Could be. Doesn't mean it is. I think it is, though. Come on. Okay. Beautiful. Still sub 140. It's not a good run in terms of time. Maybe plus 30 something. 34 to PB, but possibly good for our race time? No reset race time? We have indeed caught all fish, so finishing a run is always pretty cool. However, I almost lost even more time by forgetting to drop an item. Because if you don't drop an item, Tortimer can't show up and give you the goldenrod, so that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. Yo, Cold Egg Man. I guess you have finished, huh? Let me pull up the race time room and see how other people are doing. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna finish not bottom 2, but actually not in a great position. Looks like I'm gonna finish 7th. Maybe 8th if somebody snipes me. Yo, Mary, thank you. Whew, barely top 8. Let's go. Cold, I had the absolute worst chores of everybody in the race. I had like an 18-minute chores because of this nook acre being tucked away behind a very long river and lake. And I messed up the letter. I had to go back and get a second letter. It was bad. It was bad. Let me see. Yeah, chores was 17 and a half minutes. But hey, we finished a run and we are 7th place out of 10 runners, so we're guaranteed to move on to the next round. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All the fish. My first size 3 fish in July was arowana also, so that was really big. That was really helpful. Let me just show you how bad this, or annoying this lake is. Like, I have a really good flip acre here. This is pretty good. Probably really helped me. But the lake is so bad. It's like a huge wide lake and my bridge is so far away. But yeah, that will be at least my ending to round 1 of the Legend fishing tournament. I'm probably going to stop the round 1 local recording here, upload it to YouTube later, and we'll see you in round 2.